Now, dissecting back to your origin story a little bit, I found it interesting for an example when you and your current girlfriend.
Yes.
How far back your friend... Because you two were friends.
It's funny, yeah.
It started as a simple get-together at a theme park, not knowing that eventually, years later, you guys would eventually, be dating.
That sounds so vague. Yeah, so, like, we knew each other in middle school, just not that well. And then after middle school, I go to high school for 2 years. I friend requested her on Facebook one day just because, like, I recognized her. I'm like, wait, that person. That's right. And, like, also, yeah.
Every middle school and high schooler on Facebook and then error.
Right? Yeah. And so I friend requested her. I didn't hear back. I'm like, whatever. And then, like, a year later, she accepts. And I'm like, why did it take this long to accept? And she comes back one day, the very first day of, like, our junior year of high school.
No, it was my junior year.
My junior year, your senior year. He's like a year older than me, so.
Oh, yeah, now I remember that.
Yeah, Joseph's like a year older than me, so it's hard to adjust with time and stuff, but...
I mean, yeah, it should be easy, but sometimes it's hard.
Yeah. So in my junior year, her junior year as well, she just walks into class one day being like, oh, hey, George. It's been a little while. How's it going? I'm just like, Jesus Christ, woman. It's been like...
Did you actually call her a woman or you just called her girl?
No, I was just like, dude, it's been 2 years.
Well, 2 years since you graduate together.
Yeah.
And then
so that's like when we became like actual friends. Mm-hmm. That's when we like hung out every once in a while.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. This is like, me. I make predictions. Most of the time, my predictions go horribly wrong.
Horribly wrong.
But there have been chances where, holy shit, I'm actually right. I
can't argue against that.
This was one of those predictions where was not a prediction, but more like I called it because. It was September, yeah, so around the time you just started meeting her. I assume you knew her for a while. Well, technically Correct. You did, but it's like I thought she was like in the school. Like,
I know where you're going with this.
And I noticed you, and I was like, well, why didn't you go ask her out on a date? And you actually said, I should. Obviously, it never happened because I feel like your wording, your messaging to her was like, do you want to, like, well, how'd you say it again? Like, did you?
I was just like, you want to get, like, lunch after class? And she was just like, I'm busy. And I was like, you know what? She could have interpreted that in any way.
Exactly.
But I don't care. The thing is, like, in high school, I was, for lack of a better word, an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
I was very immature.
A lot of people, don't worry.
When it came to women,
I was a complete idiot. I'll talk about that one day, but...
Yeah. I just asked out practically everyone.
We'll get to that. Let's just focus on this story for. Let's not muddle.
Again, that's all I'm gonna say. I won't go too much into this. It's just like I had just asked out a lot of women at the time. So like
woman.
Well, girls. Yeah.
Quotation mark woman.
The female.
The females. Yes, the female race.
So yeah, like I was just like I don't know if she interpreted that in any way, but I realized I probably shouldn't attempt that again. So yeah, and then like we were friends. We hung out every once in a while,
and it just became a gradual few.
It just became a gradual thing.
It was a 3-year journey,
pretty much. Yeah, like, and eventually we were just like, "Do you want to try dating?" Like, it was a mutual thing. Like we were kind of getting a little bit closer. And so we were just like, "You want to go out?" Sure.
Well, you said she made the first move.
She did make the first move. That is correct.
Well, because you two had just...
we were talking about it, but, like, she, like, eventually, she brought it up.
Yeah, because you two have been through... You were, like, during that 3-year gap of you guys meeting each other, you asked her out, but I don't think that actually was the proper messaging. I don't think
that went through.
Yeah, that. And then you both went on a 3-year journey of, like... I don't know about her, but, like, I know you went through a couple of, romantic misfires.
Romantic speed bumps.
Speedballs, misfires, just stuff you thought it was going to work out, but it didn't.
Yeah, nothing that I'm gonna...
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah,
that's fine. And then, like, it just led to... Like, I always interpreted you guys went out on Super Bowl Sunday.
that, see, that's the thing. Like, this conversation in which, like, that I'm referring to, in which, like, she made the first move, this happened on Super Bowl Sunday. A day when, like...
Of all days.
Of all days, right? You know? It's just like, why?
You should have been focusing on all the good trailers that were coming out.
I was. That Stranger Things Season 2 trailer was fucking amazing. We were mainly watching the Super Bowl just for the commercials.
Oh yeah,
right?
oh yeah. I do that every year. Like I used to throw like mini parties here, even though it was like 2 people, not really a party, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And we just usually play Monopoly.
Yeah. Is how it is.
Yeah, so I always like refer to your unofficial, because your unofficial start to your relationship around Super Bowl Sunday. I feel like maybe one day you should take her to a Super Bowl game.
Oh my god.
I mean, come on, like this is
not the first time he's mentioned this to me, so.
Oh no, what would be?
Don't blame me
what
if
would
I'm
really
just a
be
bit annoyed.
What would really be romantic is you go back to the like. Okay, you weren't at that Super Bowl. Obviously, you weren't actually there. But what if you went to the same exact stadium they were playing in the night that she, well, not confirmed, but more like asked you, like, do you want to try this? Do you want? I'm giving you great romantic, advices for like milestones, and you were completely ruining them.
You gotta admit, it's a bit cheesy.
A bit cheesy, but some girls like cheesy. Oh yeah, but
think about it.
Alright. You gotta think long term, bro. You gotta think long term. Like once you approach that year mark, it's like, okay, like it's time to get a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to start spending some money. You're gonna have to start spending like trips to like places, and you should consider moving in together. Okay, going too far. Going
just a bit too far, buddy.
I mean, hell, you could be the Marshall and Lily of the real world. But technically, there are just some very, very, very striking differences. You are not Jason Segel.
She will not put me in debt.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
10 years.
So you're 20. Well, no, you're 19 right now. 19. You're going to be 20 this year. So around this time, you'll be 29, going into your 30s.
Girlfriend-wise,
That's in 10 years from now. Think about it, like in that sense.
It's very tough to think of. I would like to hope that, it works out.
You don't know, really.
I don't know, really. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't,
But by that time period, you'll be hitting, with this current one, 11 years. So it's like, marriage would have to be something to really consider. Yeah. Because, I remember, none jokes aside, I saw the Muppets movie. It's like, the 2011 one, not the original one.
Yes.
One of the human characters were dating for 10 years, and the woman was like, God, when the fuck is the ring? Like, at least at the 5-year mark, he should have at least been engaged. I mean, sure, it's a few years engagement, so...
I would say, like, 5 to 7 years.
Which means, are we getting a wedding in 6 years? Oh, don't worry, bro. If you
Calm your shit, man.